Join me every Tuesday for fun and games and play for cash. That's right. Sylvia Mid, the fun word guessing game is back and you can come aboard and play. It's simple. Just email us your name and contact information and you are in there, baby. Yeah.
Hey, it is Smooth Tim, and let me bring in my co-host, Larry E. What's up, Larry?
Man, Tom snuck up on me, bro. I thought I had. Okay, here go.
Man, don't go thinking on us.
I thought I had, like, I said, okay, I'm good. I'm like, what? Let's go.
Yeah. I was like, I saw you posting on Facebook, and I'm like, where's my where's my co-host?
I thought I had more time.
I figured you was either grabbing something to eat or distracted.
Yeah, okay, I'm here now.
Anyhow, I see you guys got a heat advisory down there, huh? Good old Texas.
Bro, I was in it all day.
Was you?
Yes, it was horrible.
Yeah, they're talking that from Phoenix down into Las Vegas, over into the Texas Panhandle and down south, and just horrible heat. So I think Larry preaches to you about the end of every week to keep yourself hydrated.
And you know what? It was so hot today that I saw something doing this. And I'm like, who is that waving me over there? It was my shadow was standing in the shade. Like, hey,
come on over here and cool down with me.
Over here, what you doing? We hot.
Oh man, I'm telling you what, unbelievable. Speaking of unbelievable, let's jump right into the show. See how many people we can either inform tonight and or piss off one end or the other. But that's what we do. That's what we do.
A lot of people.
Yeah. Anyhow, I don't know if anybody had caught this, and this is a little scandal down in Camp Pendleton. You know where Camp Pendleton is.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently, hey, let's check out the video and then come back and chat about this one.
Michelle and Jory, shocking details and allegations coming from the victim's family, who says that teen was sold for sex. Camp Pendleton authorities now investigating.
Authorities confirming this picture posted on social media showing the moment the Marine was arrested as authorities investigate a possible human trafficking case at Camp Pendleton after a missing 14-year-old girl was found on base.
Just trying to give an update. My family and I are doing okay. Would just like to start off by thanking everyone for boosting this video. I appreciate everyone trying to bring awareness to this incident.
The teen's aunt taking to social media to talk about the case and concerns about possible retaliation from the military. The woman says her niece has learning disabilities and was allegedly sold for sex. The 14-year-old's grandmother reported her missing on June 13th to the San Diego Sheriff's Department. She told investigators the young girl, who had run away before but always returned home quickly, went missing the week before.
I would also like to please ask for respect for my family.
On June 28th, the teen was located inside the barracks at Camp Pendleton. Since the base is federal property, Naval Criminal Investigative Services is handling the investigation with the assistance of the Sheriff's Department and San Diego Human Trafficking Task Force. The victim's family vowing to continue their fight for answer.
Camp Pendleton officials say as of Thursday, the Marine had not been charged and remains in custody of his command.
You believe that crap? Who would have thought?
I don't know.
Who would have thought? I'm like,
I
you're
don't know, Tim.
harboring a 14-year-old in your barracks in a military camp. So first off, what are you thinking?
Okay, it's dumb for him to do that, okay? Because I'm pretty sure I was in the Army, and I'm going to tell you about those Army kids. They were pretty bad. And those girls were even worse. The boys fought a lot because they were angry for some reason, and the girls were just straight up. They were whores. I'm serious. They were bad.
You saying Army brats?
They were promiscuous.
But I don't know that she was an Army brat, was she? I believe that I didn't catch that part.
The thing about it though, Tim, when you're in the military, it's kind of like a superstar, and a lot of women are they're drawn to you because of that, and a lot of women would like coming to the base. A lot of them will come to the base, chill in your barracks. Not 14-year-olds, but there have been instances where there have been young girls that try to come on the base. That were Army brats would try to come into the base with the guys in the barracks. So I've seen it already before.
Oh, so you've actually witnessed this kind of crap going on.
Yeah, I've seen it. And 9 times out of 10, the females were willing. They wasn't held against their will or whatever. She ran away before.
Yeah, but still, is a 14-year-old old enough, let's say mentally mature enough to realize the implications of sex?
No, a 14-year-old is not. That's wrong for one thing. For someone to do that, it's even a 25 or 19, 20, 21, 22, 23-year-old, 25-year-old. They're still not mentally capable to handle a runaway 14-year-old. They should have said, "Take your butt back home," or call the police or whatever.
Yeah, so, for whatever reason, they might have been harboring her. Who knows?
Yeah, and then selling them for sex. That part where she could have been willing and, hey, I got this female that want to make some money. I don't know. All I'm saying is I've seen this story before. Many times.
It's a sad story. I always kind of related human trafficking, to organized crime, not to the military.
Yeah, see, that's why I say that's a bunch of crap, because it's not human. I look at human trafficking as this: a female runs away. All right, whether she's young or old, she runs away. She actually put herself out there in the market, compared to being kidnapped and held against her will. Now, if she's convinced to stay, but is not made to stay, is that human trafficking? Now, the person that's keeping an underage girl or boy there is guilty because of the age situation, but is it human trafficking when they're not making them stay and they're allowing them to stay? How is that human trafficking? That's why it's like,
I don't know.
It's not the same.
I'd like to know what some of the viewers think about your argument.
Yeah, they put the label on it. I'm like, if a kid is underage and they're with someone that they shouldn't be with a certain age, and that person knows they're underage, that person should say, no, get out, go back to your parents.
Yeah, first off, you already know the law. If I'm 18 and that female is under 15, that's statutory rape.
Yeah, that's statutory rape. There you go. I give them that. But it's not human trafficking. If she ran away and was willing to stay, and they wouldn't hold her against they weren't holding her against her will. So how's that human trafficking, man?
You make a good point, because there are a lot of runaways, both male, female, that's their choice. They're not being held against their will, so to speak.
But then when they get caught, all of a sudden now it's human trafficking. He's making that female, making that so-and-so have sex for money. I'm like, they were probably having sex for free before even money came up.
Yeah,
come on,
and
bro.
hey, well, and as a 14-year-old, that's sad to say, how else you gonna make ends?
They were having sex for free before the money came up, and then there you go.
And it kind of fell into that, and hey, who knows?
Now it's human trafficking, because
it'll be interesting. I think you may have a point. They may have labeled that particular incident wrong. They were.
Don't get me wrong.
They were harboring a juvenile.
Harboring. That's what I've seen it before, Tim. They were wrong, and they should be held. They should be held accountable for that. But I don't put human trafficking on them, because
it'll be interesting to see how it all turns out. Well, I mean, that's the media spin too.
Yeah, human trafficking is big.
That's the media spin to it. Just that's the tagline they put onto it. So what it is.
What I just saw,
we'll see. Anyhow, hey, I know you may have seen this, or maybe you guys have experienced this out there, to where maybe you've got your food delivery and the DoorDash driver, the delivery driver, or even may have thought you may have undertipped him. Well, this guy certainly did.
She thought she'd left a fair tip for her pizza delivery, but the DoorDash driver didn't agree, and he let the homeowner have it with some not so nice language. So how much should you tip to avoid a similar run-in?
It started as a normal pizza delivery. The delivery guy hands over the pizza, but he's clearly not happy with his tip, and he has some strong words for the homeowner.
I just want to say it's a nice house for a $5 tip.
You're welcome. That was rude. The total cost of her order of breadsticks and a medium pizza, $22.78. So the $5 she gave the DoorDash delivery guy comes out to a 22% tip. Sounds pretty reasonable.
Call him ungrateful. Call him.
Well, it turns out that delivery guy will have to find a new job. DoorDash tells us they fired him. They also say they've given Lacey $80 of credit to use toward future orders.
Well, somebody cuss me out, I can use that $80.
Yeah, I'm telling you what. Yeah, come to my door and act a fool like that.
Please. I'm going to laugh and record it, say thank you.
But, you know, it is amazing. I mean, 22%. I mean, what does this guy expect?
He probably be like, okay, I'm going to get into the black part.
You brought it up.
He probably be glad he didn't go to a black person's house and he wouldn't have got shit. He wouldn't have got no tip. He'd have got $1. Think about it. If I'm spending all that money for a medium piece and some breadsticks, think I'm finna shell out $5 and I already spent